You ever wonder if you drank too much to record a video? Today we're going to give you that answer.
I love that you say drink too much. Today we're going to figure out which is the best bottle and bond that sits on shelves.
Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we're going to talk about the best bottle and bonds, according to us.
So we just went through and we did a blind of 15 everyday shelfer bottle and bonds.
This is a mixture of it.
I have mine, but I'm going
to set it to the side because I don't know.
First off, incredibly dark. It's hard to tell, but it's really dark. And you wouldn't think it would be that dark.
I actually pre-tasted it, and it doesn't taste too bad.
I would taste mine.
But it could be because I drank 15 bourbons today.
little bit of palate fatigue.
Yeah.
To be fair.
For sure.
Anyway, so we went through, we tried a whole bunch, and we did add one. We added the Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond because everybody in the comments on the previous video that we talked about that were the best bottle and bonds that you can actually buy and find. You all ranted and raved about it, so I went ahead and went and bought one.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we could try it. So if you all haven't watched that previous video, go back and watch it. And if you've already done that, then go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, notifications button. And Dave, I'll let you start.
Do your part so we can do our part.
Here we go.
That's what I like to say. All right, so 15. All right, 15 for me was Evan Williams, Bottle and Bond.
You know, here's what's crazy. My number 15 was also Evan Williams, Bottle and Bond. Yep. And I don't understand why that bottle is utter crap in all blinds.
I don't understand because I like it.
I do too. I don't hate it whatsoever. But for whatever reason, I cannot figure out why that bottle does so poorly.
We've put it in several different blinds, and it always ends up towards the bottom of the blind.
And here's what's funny. So that bottle ended up being number one on our thing, and we liked it whenever we tried it the first time.
Yeah.
Then going back, we hated it.
It was terrible. Yeah. I don't know what it is when you put it against other bourbons.
All right, now this is going to be a shocker for me. My number 14 was the Bardstown Bottle and Bond, and I was shocked. And Dave said it to me. He's like, I love this one, but you're getting ready to hate it. And I'm like, why? He's like, it tastes like sweet tea.
Yeah.
I don't like sweet tea.
And he hates sweet tea. For some reason, in this blind, Bardstown tasted like sweet tea.
It had to be because of what was in front of it,
I guess.
But
I went back to it several times, and it's still.
I did too. So
I tasted like sweet tea.
It didn't taste as bad the last time around, but it was really, really bad.
Yeah.
That first time around, and I think it's just a combination of just how much is sitting on the palate.
Yeah.
And I couldn't shake that. So for me, I put that 14th, which I'm shocked at.
My 14th was the Heaven Hill. So
see, I thought that was going to do a lot worse for me than what it did.
Yeah,
Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond.
It ended up in that spot for me. So my number 13 was the JW Damp.
You kind of called this one. I thought you felt like it was going to do terrible, and you're like, why is this even on here?
Yeah.
My 13th was again Old Granddad Bottle and Bond. I don't know why Jim Beam doesn't blind well.
True.
Like we have figured out two things doing this channel. Evan Williams Bottle and Bond doesn't blind well, and then Jim Beam in general does not blind well, and I don't know why.
Two of your bottom three are two of my top 6. So, you know, it's just kind of the way it happens sometimes.
Maybe somebody has a trash palate.
Yeah.
Even though I'm going to be honest with you, the 2 that I put on my bottom 3 are actually, I think, good in general.
Yeah.
So,
my number 12 was Wilderness Trail.
That kind of surprises me.
Yeah, it does me too.
But you know, I think that is the most expensive one in here.
And the truth is like
maybe the Otis.
There was a bunch of good ones. Like as we go through this, we go great, good, bad. And so the good just kind of like just melded together.
They kind of did.
Yeah.
That I agree. I think the great really stood out and the good to great stood out. And then like all the good, I agree, kind of meshed in. And really the only The only bad two I had was the Evan Williams Bottle and Bond, which again I like a lot, and then the Bardstown Bottle and Bond, which I like a lot.
Because you don't normally, like on the Bardstown, you don't normally get a sweet tea note to it.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
no,
not at all. But when you blind it, you never know what's going to happen.
It is what it is. Number 12 for me was J.W. Dan. So
we were really close on
we were really close. Yeah. Number 11 for me, I was shocked because I thought this bottle was going to do really well for me too. Was Old Forester Bottle and Bond. Yeah. I just think that bottle is good on its own. It just doesn't get enough credit, and I just thought it was going to be like top 5 for me.
Yeah, my number 11 was Henry McKenna.
Well, I can see that one because my number 10 was Henry McKenna.
There you go.
So I'm not too far away from you on that one.
And my number 10 was JTS Brown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought that one was going to do better for you.
I thought it would too.
Yeah.
But again, like everything from like 6 to 13 was all kind of really close.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
And then when you're tasting them, you're just trying to go, all right, I got to put one somewhere. So I'm putting one somewhere. So that's where I ended up putting it. My number 9 was Early Times.
Same. I thought Early Times was actually going to do really bad for me.
Yeah.
And it was, very close to being in the middle.
Yeah. My 8 was Redwood Empire.
Oh, you see, I really like that Redwood Empire.
I mean, I liked it too. It's still in a good
category. That was number 14 because I think 13 was Old Forester because I remember not really caring for the Old Forester one, and I went to Redwood Empire. I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we on? We're on 8.
You're 8, yeah.
My 8, Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond. Did a lot better than what I thought. I thought it would be close to the bottom. I have not typically liked Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond.
Yeah.
Pleasantly surprised by that one.
My number 7 was Chattanooga.
Okay. My number 7 was JTS Brown. This is where I hit that threshold of I really like these 7.
Yeah.
So, but I did, I went through and I jumbled these numbers around a lot. This was actually we did this blind, I want to say kind of like polar opposite whenever we went through and we were trying to figure it out where we wanted to put stuff because he went from worst to best. I went from best to worst.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, these are so bad. I'm like, why did you not go from best to worst?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't explain my mentality. It's just what I did. I was like, I wanted to get the worst out of the way. I think is why I decided that way.
I guess.
Yeah.
Teachers around.
My number 6 was Old Granddad.
Oh, wow, we are so polar opposite on that. Again, though, I kept saying that I thought it was going to do well. I'm at least happy it did well for you. My number 6 is Redwood Empire.
Yeah.
I thought it was really, really good.
Yeah. I mean, we're not too far apart on the Redwood Empire. I thought we were really close. My 5 is the Jack Daniel's Bonded.
My 5.
Oh, so should we bring out the top 5?
Let's
bring out top 3.
Sure, top 3.
All right, we'll do the top 3.
My 5th one was the Wilderness Trail. I kind of honestly figured out that was in the blind.
Yeah.
I was like, what is that? I couldn't figure out.
Yeah.
Because it was number 8, and I'm like, it's kind of like right in the middle. I'm like, what is that? And at first I was thinking, maybe that's Chattanooga. And then I'm like, it doesn't taste young.
Yeah.
Not that Chattanooga tastes young, but I just assumed it was going to taste young. So, but that's really good. I just hate the price on that. It's like $80-something.
That is true.
But it's good though.
Yeah.
It's really good. Number 4 for me was the Jack Daniel's Bonded.
And my number 4 was the Old Forester.
Yeah, you see, I thought we went with Brown Foreman at least at number 4.
That is true.
That Jack Daniel's though was really good. It was actually my number 1 the first time, and then it shifted going back somewhat the other direction, and a little bit of like a Tennessee nuttiness came out.
Yeah.
So that's why I got bumped down a couple spots. All right, number 3.
His number 3.
Oh, you're doing mine? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
His number 3 was
Chattanooga.
Here, I'll put it up here. That way we see it.
Again, I've been preaching about this bottle and bond forever. It's great. I thought this bottle was actually something different. I didn't think it actually did that well.
Yeah.
And come to find out, I was wrong, and it did great.
It did great. And my number 3 was, because I do love sweet tea, was Bardstown. It kind of pushed me over the edge. I really liked this one for whatever reason. I liked that. Now, the interesting thing is we both had the same 1 and 2.
It is hilarious that we had the same 1 and 2.
And listen, I hate one of these distilleries. At least I claim to hate it, but in a blind, I liked it. And so my number 2 and Zach's number 2 was 1792 Bottle and Bond.
Most shocked.
Literally, completely
Here's
shocked.
what's crazy to me. Going through this blind, now it was number 12, so it was on the back side of the blind. Got hardly no banana on that.
Yeah, I really didn't at
all. A lot of fruit on there, hardly no banana.
Yep.
And I'm just like it was really good.
Yeah.
But shocked that it was that.
Yeah. So shout out to 1792. Listen,
it's good.
You are where you are. I can't complain about that. And then number 1 is
shocker.
Benchmark.
I think I said that this would do well or win.
I think you did. I think I do agree with that.
I just think Benchmark is just solid through and through.
It really is.
And I think it stands out. What's crazy to me, I thought Benchmark and Chattanooga tasted very, very similar. And I thought they tasted both. I thought Benchmark was just over the top grapey. And I don't know why it tasted grapey to me. And I was like, that's not Eagle Rare grape, but it's like a grape kind of, it's like a grape Jolly Rancher.
Yeah.
And it was just really good.
So that's our list of Bottle and Bond. It was a big list.
It was a big list.
Big list.
You know what's going to be a bigger list?
What?
Small batch.
Oh, yeah. Small batch. Gosh. I mean, everything's a small batch at this point. Feels like that.
Okay, yeah, we'll have to figure out rules for that one.
Yeah, we definitely can't do a big blind with that.
Or can we?
We might be able to. So, tell us what your favorite Bottle and Bond is, whether you've blinded them or whatever. We'd love to hear from you. And until the next time.
We'll see you.
We'll see you.